Thanks for stopping by at Twisted Art Designs. Today I'm going to work in my Teesha Moore style art journal, and this is a continuation from the last two videos from doing the fairies pages with my fairies face-ups. And I wanted to do something on the back behind that window. So I will show you how I create this fun bee page. Stay tuned and watch how I do it. Let's get started and have some fun. Okay, so today I'm going to work on this page. This is the opposite side from that whole window that I had done with my fairy layout from last time. And now I've got this side to work on. So I think I'm going to do, this is going to be a real mashup. I'm going to do those flowers again, but I'm going to do them, I think, in yellow on this side, possibly. I'm going to do a little bit different kind of a background, and then I'm going to use a mashup. This is my Justine paper doll set that I have, and this is the bee kit, the dress-up bee kit, beekeeper bee kit that goes in it. So I think I'm going to use the branch and the honeycomb, the bee outfit, and the bee wings, but I'm going to use a face-ups girl from a different face-ups kit, and I'll link that one. I'm going to change her headdress here to some different colors, probably yellow petals, but I'm going to change it up. I'm going to make a paper doll using the Justine set. I'm going to add this watercolor painted bee that I did a long time ago. It was framed and in my bedroom, and I'm going to put it in my journal somehow. Maybe even here where it peeks out. I love it coming out from behind here. So let's see where this takes me. Okay, so normally when I do my backgrounds, I know I show it over and over, and it's the same thing of kind of an ombre using this brush to spread my paint out, going dark to light, light to dark, whatever. This time I'm going to do it just slightly different. So what I'm doing is still taking three colors of blue from dark, medium, and light. And I am still going to use this, but I'm going to put it on the page a little bit different, I think. So I'm just playing around just to have kind of a different look. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mist my page with water. I always do that, especially because this is watercolor paper. And I'm picking up the dark blue first. But what I'm going to do is just put the paint on like this in circles. It's going dark to light, and kind of, I'm not really going to blend them in, and I'm going to cover the whole thing dark to light in these little circles. This is how it looks. It looks kind of wild and crazy, like a wild polka dot design. But you know, we get into such a rut in our art journals of what to do for the background, and we do the same thing over and over again with stencils and texture paste and paints, and it always looks the same. So it's kind of fun to step outside the box and do something a little bit different, even if initially you think, wow, that's really busy, or that looks scary. I love it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. So what I'm going to do from here, instead of just leaving it like this, that's kind of cool. I like it. But I'm going to go one step further. The next thing I'm going to do is to take a Posca pen. This is a black in a 3mm, I think it's a bullet tip. It's a fine point, but it is a little bit of a bullet tip. And I'm going to go around each one of these circles and make some random circles around each painted circle. They can overlap, doesn't matter. Just like that, I'm going to make circles. And then I'm also going to come in, and in between each one, I'm going to make lines. this is what I'm going to do, is to come in between then and to make lines connecting that white space in between them like this. This is going to be a very unique background. Just like that. So I'm going to play around with that for the background, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So here's what it looks like, all doodled in. Yep, it's kind of wild and crazy, but I do like it, and it's going to have focals over it, so when you add things to it, and I'll of course shade around them, it's going to look really fun. So I like it, something different. And you know, if you do something on your pages and you don't like it, who cares? Put some gesso over it, paint over it, do it again. But I like it. I think it turned out kind of fun and different. So I'm going to move forward with my page. So I put together my paper doll, and I've got one movable arm and one movable leg. These move too, and then I'm going to glue the bee body outfit on. The legs are movable behind, and then that won't interfere, and I can still position her. And I'm going to give her a really cute little skirt too. So I'm just starting to put her together. She is going to have the bee wings. I am going to change that. I'm going to add a skirt. I'm going to do something different with her shoes. So it's coming together. I cut out the branch with the beehive on it. That's going to go here. I put the flowers around the window. And I've got a whole bunch of extra flowers that I'm going to put on stems. I matted the watercolor bee painting onto cardstock, and then I sewed around it. So if you can see that, I just took it to my sewing machine and did some crazy stitching around it just for some texture and to give it a little bit of some interest. That's going to go there. And I painted the top of the flowers at the top of the face-ups, put her on the body, and I made a little lace skirt to go on top of this outfit just by using some embroidery floss and stitching, weaving back and forth to create this cute little skirt at the bottom of her bee costume. I think that's going to look really cute. And then next I'm going to add some leaves and some grass, put some stems, add these flowers, and then I'm going to do a little bit of saying over here. So it's really starting to come together. So I glued the bee into place, and I glued the girl into place, and I put a Save the Bees heart in her hand. That was in that Justine bee dress-up set. So I put that in her hand. I put the little beehive branch, and then I added some more leaves. I had these little die-cut leaves that I just kind of added to that branch. It's kind of cute. So now I'm going to take some paint and add some stems for those flowers and some grass in the background. I typed out some ways that we can do things to help save bees, and I printed it out, cut them out, and now I'm going around each one with a little distress ink and I wanted the color to match the frame around the watercolor bee. Next, I use a Posca paint pen, and I'm just drawing very loose, sketchy lines around each one of those sayings, just to really make them stand out more and make them more of focals themselves. So this tab was already here. This fold over tab was already in my book. I did a video on this. This is when I came out with the Face Ups Queens collection, and I had a queen bee queen in there, and I made this page that says, in a world full of worker bees, be a queen bee and stand out. She's got really funky shoes and a cute dress, and then the queen bee face ups face. So then I created the fairy page. So here's the fairy page, and the fairy page window shows the girl over here. And here's the fairy page from the last two videos with my fairies face ups. And then when you flip it, the fairy shows the window over here. So I needed something in here, and I wanted it to be bee themed. So what I did was to create a bee themed page with this time I used my Justine body, and there's a kit that is a dress-up kit that is bees with that bee outfit and the cute little shoes and things, and I used a face-up's face instead of Justine's face from my kit. The tree branch, the flowers, those are all in that Justine kit. The watercolor painting I had painted a long time ago of this bee, I wanted that to have that on this page, that when that folds closed, you see that great big bee. I love that. So what I did was the wild background, and then she's holding a heart that says, save the bees. And I did little sayings here for different things that you can do to save bees. Grow vegetables for us to pollinate. Don't use harsh pesticides. Grow fruit trees, plant flowers, put hive boxes out for us and we'll give you honey, and put out water for us in shallow dishes with glass pebbles. So there's a bunch of little pop-up bees in the background, and then the cute sayings about the bees, the flowers everywhere, and then the window that goes over to the fairy page. So that ties these pages all in together, and when this one is closed, it folds over and it becomes part of this layout. I have the same colors involved, so it matches and goes with it. And then when you open it, it folds out to that, and then this one closes, and then this one folds out to that. This is how I love to do my art journals. So I hope you enjoyed this and it just gave you something fun to do. Maybe even just that wild background. I love how the circles came out with the little drawings, like Zentangle-ish type drawings in between them. It's kind of wild and crazy, but it just looks really fun and funky on this background page. Something completely different to try. So hope you enjoyed this and you give it a try. Make a little window on your art journal page. Figure out what you're going to put behind it, what it shows off when it folds closed, and work in your art journal and go make some art, because art soothes the heart. Thanks for watching.